Dear friends, I want to wish you a happy Rosh Chodesh, as Friday and Shabbos is Rosh Chodesh Iyar, the second of the Jewish months, the month that has in it two very important statements. Iyar stands for Ani Hashem Rafecha, Hashem brings healing, and Hashem brings healing to everyone who needs it. And Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and Rachel, the forefathers, and the matriarch who we call our mother Rachel. So it's a blessed month. We should have many blessings for us as a people, for everyone individually. And on this Shabbat, we'll read a double portion of Tazria-Metzora. Both of these portions in the book of Vayikra, Leviticus, talk about this concept, this condition called saras, leprosy. Though leprosy is a physical ailment, discoloration of the skin, hair changing color, etc., but it had nothing to do with the physical condition. It was all a spiritual ailment that was manifest in a physical way. And when you had saras, and the Kohen, who was appointed to be the one to decide and declare that you were a Metzora, a leper, you had to go through a process of purification to undo your impurification, your defilement, mostly from talking Lashon Hara, evil gossip, and other things. And then it went away, and you were back integrated into society. And in this whole thing of tzara, something unusual, because everything in the Torah happens in a very natural, physical way. Every mitzvah of the Torah is based on our natural world. Shabbat begins at a specific time when the sun is going down. It ends when the 3 stars had come out at night. Everything is connected to something very physical. There's nothing spiritual besides the meaning, the purpose, but the action is connected to very physical things. But when it comes to tzaras, it's unusual that something spiritual should be manifest in a physical way. And Maimonides actually points out that tzaras was one area where Hashem used the physical manifestation of what we call leprosy to be able to give you a message. It wasn't even considered a punishment. You became defiled, impure, but it was there to give you a message to help rectify your ways and change your path. And within here lies a very, very important message to all of us. And that is that Hashem is constantly communicating to us. Just like Hashem communicates to us through Torah in a way that we can understand. Because if Hashem gave us spiritual signals, we may not pick it up. So He made it a very physical change in your body that all of a sudden you realize something is different. And because that something is different, I got to check out what it is. And the Torah guides you how to check it out and how to verify if it really is leprosy, and then how to deal with it to overcome and to purify yourself. So Hashem is always talking to us. And it's not actually just manifest in spiritual ways. Hashem talks to us in a very physical way. Because anything that happens in our life, anyone we meet, any place we end up going to, all our interactions, include in it messages that Hashem is sending us. As the Baal Shem Tov said, that life is a mirror. When you look at someone and you see an action that they have done that you feel is derogatory and makes you feel terrible and makes you feel irked and judging the person, then God is just acting as a mirror to allow you to see a fault that you have that probably you didn't recognize. So life is constant communication from Hashem to us. It's constantly a mirror from what we see in the world reflects on ourselves, as humans are, as people are, especially you have it in families, children and parents. Very often children get very upset about a behavior of their parent when they themselves are exactly the same. And because they're the same, that's why it bothers them, but they don't realize that the only reason they're seeing it is to be able to rectify themselves and fix what they need to in themselves, instead of taking it out on their parent. And so it is in everything that we have in the world. It's a constant interaction between Hashem and us. So Hashem gave us one mitzvah where He showed us clearly how He communicates, so we understand the entire life and existence that we have is a constant communication from Hashem to us, guiding us, directing us, without telling us what to do, but by showing us things, by presenting people in front of us, gives us that opportunity to go where we have to go. So I want to wish everyone lots of success to respond correctly to Hashem's constant communication, to build our life in the right direction, in a good way, to our fullest potential. May we have a beautiful Shabbat Shalom. May there be peace and quiet in Israel. And may God bless you all. We love you all. Candlelighting time, Montreal, 7:25 p.m.